So who would it be that took flight on stage 9 of La Vuelta? What an amazing test with the Velefique waiting at the end of the day and ramps of 15% and hairpins aplenty. Well, we came off the plateau with a downhill run at the beginning of the stage. 55 kilometers an hour for the first hour and a half with no breakaway formed until we got over the first of the day's climbs. Well, by the time we reached the biggest climb of this year's race, the Alto de Velefique, we had a handsome breakaway that was starting to destroy itself, mainly because Damiano Caruso had so much belief in his abilities on this terrain. Well, behind, the pace was being set in the red jersey group by Ineos Grenadiers, hoping to shake out some of those that would challenge for red. Well, the pace was relentless. Likewise, within the breakaway group, Romain Bardet had hoped for a stage win and was now readjusting his target, perhaps, for a polka dot jersey. How would he go? We would see. From the group of favourites, Geoffrey Bouchard from AG2R Citroën proved that it's possible to bridge over to that breakaway, and on the long descent that would take us inexorably towards the foot of the Velefique, he actually managed to bridge to Bardet. Out front, Caruso was looking very good. Bardet, in the chase, threw a chain and broke his rhythm. Well, that was the end of the polka dot jersey for Bardet on the day, because Caruso looked comfortable. Meanwhile, his teammate, Landa, far from. He was being nursed by Wout Poels and Marc Pardon throughout the stage. It was help yourself time. And Adam Yates decided that he was going to kick out the group of favourites, leaving Roglic in the red jersey behind, but dragging Miguel Angel Lopez away from them as well. What was the response from Roglic? Leave his teammates behind and just power over. He had to. He found Kuss along the way, and it was almost out of my way, if you don't mind. I've got business to do up front, and indeed settled in. Mas was to bridge over and join as well, and that was to the distaste of Adam Yates, who started the move, so he kicked on again. Well, as Yates went forward, Bernal was going backwards in the young rider's jersey, an uncomfortable day for him. Mas then picked up the cudgel and he went. Yates trying to stay with this, but Roglic was the only man who could stay with Mas ultimately. Well, the gap was closing down, and it would be they that would bid for a podium place, while others were starting to wonder where they would stand in the overall classification at the end of the day. Bernal just bridged over to the Yates group, along with Lopez, that quartet. But when Lopez went for it, Yates had no option but to push on as well. Roglic was starting to think about bonus seconds at the end of what was a dramatic day. Meanwhile, Caruso was busy starting to think about the stage win. He said he didn't allow himself to believe in it until the very last. And what about belief in Bernal? He's got some struggles, that's for sure. Caruso grinding it home. A man often operating in the service of others throughout a long career, 33 years of age, and experiencing a golden period in the autumn of what's been a very long run. Well, runner-up in the Vuelta, took the stage win today and the polka dots. What about runners-up spot? Well, bonus seconds up for grabs, and any gap that could be found, Roglic was looking for it. Gave a trackies look to find out where Mas was in his wake. Roglic doing enough to extend his lead overall. Lopez was coming in, Haig likewise was part of that, and Adam Yates was there too. We waited for Bernal. Big gap for Bernal, I'm afraid, to Primož Roglic on the day. But what a fabulous stage win for this man. Caruso taking it, finishing 1 minute and 5 in the end ahead of Roglic and Mas. Bernal, well, his day coming home 2 minutes and 10 in arrears. Confirmation of that, but significantly, of course, 1 minute and 5 down on Roglic. Worse than that, of course, with bonus seconds factored in as well. Caruso took the day and the polka dots, but the man in red is Primož Roglic going into the rest day. Tasty. Handsome gap of 28 seconds from Enric Mas. They worked together. Seeing off the challenge of perhaps Lopez, Mas teammates, Haig, Bernal, Yates now 2 minutes and 7 down. Grosshartner 3 minutes and 25. Thumbs up from our stage winner, gets himself a polka dot jersey and of course a place in our hearts. Caruso on 28 points in that competition. Bardet, who had been part of the break, did get some points. He's second, 6 points adrift, and Sivakov it is that hands over that jersey. Rest day to come then, and then we are racing again down the coast, kind of gently rolling, you might say, until a big kicker at the end. It has a Category 2 test at the last. One for the breakaway? Probably. Will there be drama? Certainly. Cannot wait for the Vuelta to resume.